Tropical date as of 6:40 a.m. PST, September 25th. And here's a picture of Humberto. It's becoming better organized and strategic as it's forming. Sure, is becoming less and less. And LSC appears to be under it by about there where I put my plus. Um, Yates C looks like it's gonna go with 40 knots in a couple hours. It's at 21.3, 56.7. Um, Here's the last track expected ahead. West northwest for the next 2 days, then northwestward, then northward, moving west to Bermuda, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. I think they should go higher. I mean, it looks like about 55 miles per hour to me. It's definitely strengthening. Here's the models showing west northwest, then northwestward, then northward. It's pretty much looping around Bermuda as it gets picked up by the trough. Yeah. Here's the GEFS showing about the same thing. Some showing sharper into Bermuda, others showing it getting about 73, 74. I mean, it's possible. Uh, Kind of GPS takes it almost to 70 west. I think this thing has potential to become a very powerful hurricane. I mean, look at this. Some models still bring in the Cat 4. They could easily have a Cat, easily major. I mean, easily. Um, HCCA, HWFI, and even Icon shows major. I think 105 to 110 knots is pretty likely a decent chance of a Cat 4 for Humberto. It's pretty likely. And if I was in Bermuda, I'd be watching this system. This is going to be a serious storm. I mean, without a doubt. Next, we're watching 94, which is crossing the DR this morning. It should merge over the Bahamas to Caicos. Um, let's take a look at the data. That's 25 knot wind, 20 north, 70.7 west. And let's see. 20 north is actually about here. So it's actually pretty close to emerging or emerged. Well, okay. Uh, let's look at the surface data. We got northerly winds on the west eastern side of the DR, western what easterly winds to the north, southerly winds over Cuba. I mean, it's kind of a broad circulation already, and it's right about there. Um, here's the hurricane model this morning, 12Z. Oh my God, you say? I mean, Georgia to potentially North Carolina, aimed at South Carolina, pretty much. I mean, west northwest over the next 40 hours, then northwestward right into the United States. I mean, wow. GEFS. I mean, for at least the next 120 hours, follows a very similar track. Then just goes crazy. It depends if Humberto sucks it up or not, as both are being carried by the trough. Um, GPS definitely shows this, but quite a bit of its inhibitors do show United States landfall. But this is ZOZ. This is not exactly super new. Um, Intensity wise, I mean, it doesn't rage like Humberto. Humberto is going to become a Cat 3, Cat 4 hurricane. I mean, but a 55, 60 knot tropical storm is looking pretty likely. With ship showing maybe even a lot stronger than that. Yeah, here it is. Mm, well, I gotta let it go out because that's also something that got to affect land. They say it's going to have 65 knot winds, 36.4 north, 36.7 west. Um, and it's going to make landfall by early tomorrow morning and the Azores. It's moving east at 32 miles per hour. Wow. This is also has an intermittent advisory, so this is your data. Uh, actually, they have an 85 miles per hour on the intermittent advisory. Yeah. But the next advisory could be down to could could be down to a minimum hurricane. I mean, you're definitely getting this year and the start of actually tropical development of the system. Here's the models shows it making landfall and the Azores, then eastward into Portugal. GEFS definitely shows this. Yeah, but hold its own for the next 24 hours. So we got a hurricane and the Azores, then vastly weakens extratropical development. So yeah. Lastly, we're going to talk about Narda, which yeah, not gonna affect anyone, but hey, I mean, 16 north, 155.9 west, 80 knots. Um, Expected this move west northwest for the next 2 to 3 days, then northward. Weaken in colder water, which is in line with the models. Um, we could see some slight strengthening back to Cat 2, maybe 90 knots. Then after about 40 hours, it starts weakening, and 72 hours, it becomes tropical storm again. Conditions probably ain't going to be nearly as favorable for this system as we once thought. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's, but here's a picture of it. Actually, it is too far. It is farther north than we thought it would be. I mean, we thought it would be around 15 earlier. Now it's all the way up to around 16, and it's got to move further and further north. Actually, in my opinion, if I look at that interpret this satellite image, I think it's closer to 75. I mean, eh, that's pretty far fucking north. Um, fucking goddamn computer. Yeah, I hate how that does that. But let me get back to my stuff. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit. But here's the ECMWF neighbors as of ZLZ. Here's 94, showing all in the Carolinas. Here's Humberto absolutely going to town. Here's another wave could form in the next 10 days. We'll have to see. Now look at that. And Asia Pacific could have another area of interest off Central America. GEFS pretty much shows the same thing, but with an even stronger wave off. Another stronger wave off the Cape Verdes. Here's the GFS at 72 hours. 126 hours. It shows it making landfall in South Carolina. That's Humberto being 972. Um, let's look at CMC. It shows it over the United States. Wow. Yeah, make a landfall at 986 at 126. Wow. ECMWF also shows it making a landfall. 953 millibars for Humberto. 947, 144. It moving southward to Georgia for India. This is our next tropical storm. Name, icon. Well, 941, 20 hours. I think that's pretty fucking likely. I mean, Humberto just gonna absolutely explode. Here's 168. 186. 204. Humberto running out. And fizzles out over land. Yeah. GFS really doesn't scream anything in the next 10 days afterwards. CMC does form a low pressure for that wave at 10 days. Here's 204. Wow, that's your chocolate beef for today.